Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start about the competent English language uses and essentials. These are the language skills. So now we need to focus about the receptive and productive skills of language. In receptive, we will focus about the listening, and in productive we will focus about the speaking. Then in written part we will focus about the reading and the writing. We can say four skills are very important in our life: listening, speaking, reading and writing. So speaking and writing are productive skills, and listening and reading are receptive skills. So now, this is the percentage we can measure in language: 45% of listening, and 30% of speaking, and 15% of reading, and 10% of writing. So we can say these are the important parts. The world is in English. The world is in English. So top five newspapers of the world are in English. So these are very important because English is the need of the hour. And presently we are focusing about the communication and language skills. One third of the world's newspapers are published in English dominant countries. 80% electrically stored information is in English. So between 80 to 85% films are also in English. So we can say the world is in English. So we are just focusing about the English language. So we can simply say top five newspapers of the world are also in English. So one third of the world's newspapers are published in English dominant countries. So 80% electrically stored information is in English. Between 80 to 85% films are also in English. We can simply say the importance of English. Now, information overload, there is an exponential growth of information and knowledge. To target 50 billion people, it took the radio 38 years, the television 30 years, the internet for 4 years, the iPod also 3 years, the Facebook 2 years. The number of internet connections has gone up from 1,000 in 1984 to 1 million in 1992 to 1 trillion in 2008. These are informations overloaded on radio, television, internet, iPod and the Facebook. Information overload. Facebook today has over 500 billion active users. Over 1 billion tagged messages are being generated every day. There are 31 billion searches on Google every month. 4 hexabytes of new information will be generated this year alone. A hexabyte has 18 euros. This is information contained in 60 libraries of where is the largest library in the world with 33 million books in 745 miles of shelves. So how does one absorb all this information and knowledge does one need to? So now, agree or disagree, people learn English best when they begin at an early age. Translating and explaining in the mother tongue is the only way to effective teaching learning of English. Language errors should be corrected at once to help learners learn English. These are some principles for guiding. So, reading, writing, speaking, listening, and thinking develop simultaneously as learners grow into literacy. Individuals learn to read and write by reading, writing, and responding to their reading. Prior knowledge and background are major elements in one's ability to construct their meaning. So, comprehension is the process of constructing meaning by relating ideas from text to one's prior knowledge and background. These are some principles for guiding construction of their meaning. Now, learning to learn English, so don't be afraid. First of all, sometimes we are afraid to speak a foreign language because we think we are going to make terrible mistakes and people will laugh at us. Well, the best learners of foreign language try not to be afraid. They make game of learning. They are not yes about making mistakes, and they sometimes share their fears with friends. You can do that too. You will then feel better about yourself. So when you are trying to speak, so never feel afraid. Just try to speak whatever you want to say. So first time, if you occur any error, so does not matter. It is just try to practice on that. Just now dive in. The try to speak out. Try to say things in English. The best way to learn English is to speak it yourself. Don't worry about perfect pronunciation or grammar. Other people usually will not criticize you. So just think about it. So just start speaking and just try to speak. Just try to speak and just if you want to practice, just try to speak on any topic. So this it will be helpful. You can improve. You can improve it. Now believe in yourself. This is also very important. You must believe. You must believe. So you have lots of strength. You have already learned some English. You must believe that you can do it. Compliment your fellow learners on their efforts. Then maybe they will return the favor. So first of all, just believe in yourself. Whatever you want, whatever you are saying, it is correct. So you have lots of strength. You have lots of power and strength. Just think like that. You can do anything in your life. So you have already learned some English. You must believe that you can do it. So first of all, compliment your fellow learner on their efforts. Then maybe they will return the favor. Develop motivation. This is also very important part in English language. You develop motivation. So why are you learning English? This is the question. Make a list of your reasons for studying English. Those reasons can be your individual goals for this course. If you have your own reason for learning English, you will have better success. So first of all, you need to, develop motivation why you are learning, what is the importance, and what are the reasons for studying English. And those reasons can be your individual goals for the sports. If you have your own reasons for learning English, you will have better success. So first of all, believe in yourself and develop motivations. Cooperate with your colleagues. This is also very important thing. Just cooperate with your colleagues. You are learning a language in order to communicate with other people. You are just communicating with them. So practice with other people and you will be more successful. Create your own conversation group. Try out new ways to communicate in that group and in class. Remember, your colleagues are your team members, not your opponents. So, first of all, just we must cooperate, we must help others, and just you are learning language in order to communicate with other people. So you are just communicating with others. So practice with other people and you will be more successful. Okay, just try to listen carefully what others are saying, and then after you can then you can start your practice own. So create your own conversation group. Try out new ways to communicate in that group and in class. Remember, your colleagues are your team, okay, and members, not your opponents. So get the big picture. Sometimes learners look too closely at all the details of language, words, pronunciation, grammar, usage. It's okay to pay attention to those details, but it is also important to understand general meanings, the big picture. Maybe you don't know the right words or grammar, but you can say things anyway. See movies in English, read books and magazines for pleasure. So if you're reading, books, if you're reading magazines, if you're watching movies in English, so you can, learn many things from that. Now, don't worry if you are confused. So learning English is a big task. Sometimes you will feel confused. So about all the things you have to learn in a foreign language. So try not to worry about everything all at once. Don't try to learn all the rules right now. Ask your mentor questions about English and try to learn a little every day. So, just try to speak every day. Okay, just improve your vocabulary and just find out different new words. So and just start practicing on that and start conversation with others. So if you are feeling confused, if you are having hesitation, so you will not improve. So you cannot improve. So do not, don't worry. If you are confused, just try to speak. So first we can simply say learning English is a big task. Trust your hunches. So sometimes people think they should analyze everything, grammar, rules, word, definition, their new language. The best learners do some analyzing, but they follow their best guesses, their tuitions about new language. If they have an institution that something sounds right, they will try it. So so the next time you feel that something is right, say it. You probably be right, and if you are not, someone will give you, some feedback. So this is also very important thing. And next is make your mistake work for you. So a mistake is not always bad, so we must learn from our mistake. So a mistake is not always bad, so we all make mistakes learning anything new. Successful learners don't worry about mistakes, they learn from them. They take note of their errors. They are noting down whatever they are, so they take note of their errors and try to correct them the next time. Something you can do. Make a list of your mistakes, select grammar points to watch for, tape record yourself, and listen for other. Listen for error. So this is also very important. Just make your mistake and make your mistake work for you. Then after set your own goals. So other people have usually so far set goals, assignments, homework, classwork for you, but you need to set your own goals. So you can do that by doing the following. Set aside a certain number of hours a week for extra study, learn a certain number of words a day, week, read a certain number of extra pages a week, and take charge of your own learning. Then after the following are some of the thoughts of about English language. Just take the ones you personally agree or not. So these are some questions we can simply say. English can only be learned by those who knows its grammar. And since that is very technical, the majority of the people fail to learn it. So are you agree or not? So if you agree, just say agree. Don't agree, just write down agree. The simplest way to learn English is to read the dictionary every day and to memorize 10 words every day. So with the help of these things, we can improve ourselves. It is a fact that whoever speak English well cannot write well, and whoever writes well cannot speak well. So I agree. So I avoid speaking English because if I will make mistake, people will make fun of me. The best way to improve your pronunciation is to read aloud. If you want to improve, if you want to correct your pronunciation, improve your pronunciation, just read aloud. So it takes so long to translate what I want to say in my mind that I give up. So I agree or don't I? Just keep in your mind. It is hard to find the right words to express my thoughts. You must have been to many debates and other activities to really speak with confidence. Now, someone told me to watch English movies, but they spoke so fast, so I couldn't understand anything, so I stopped. Someone told me to watch English movies, but they spoke so fast, so I couldn't understand anything, so I stopped. So, agree or don't? English is an international language, and we have to learn it whether we like it or not. This is also again a question. Are you agree or not? So, what we have learned from this, we have learned a lot of things about the language. We have discussed about the language skills. We are having four skills in our language: our listening skills, our speaking, reading, and writing. So we need to focus about the four skills. So we can simply say these are receptive skills, listening and reading. Because in these skills, we are not doing anything productive. Only we are listening, only we are listening, and only we are reading only. So this is, what this is, this is the receptive part of language. We are only listening and only we are reading. We are not doing anything productive here. So if we talk about the productive skills, in productive skills we are doing something like we are writing something, we are writing strongly, okay, and speaking and writing, both are productive skills, we can say. So this is, a chart of skills. This is a chart of language. We need to, this is the chart of language, chart of skills. We need to focus about the skills. Okay, why language is are important in our life? Why oral? And here we have discussed about the oral and written part. Now we have taken, some percentage. We need to also, focus and also understand about the percentage. So listening is, 45% part of listening in language. If we are listening properly, correctly, and freely, so we can, speak freely, okay, and we can speak, confidently. So speaking part is only 30% part, only speaking, and listening, we have 45% part. Reading only 15%, or writing part only 10%. So it means we can say listening, play a very important role in language. Now we have seen a lot of, newspapers. We have seen here a lot of, importance. We have to focus about the papers. We have seen top 5 newspapers of the world are also in English. We can understand English is very important. So one third of the world's newspapers are published in English dominant countries. 80% electrically stored information is also in English. We can say, 80%, information stored in English. Between 80 to 85 films are also English. So here, from this chart, we can understand about the world is in English. The world, whole world is in English. So, lot of newspapers also published in English, and also we have gathered and stored information also in English, and 80 to 85% films are also in English. So we here we can understand about the world is in English. Information overload. Now we can see a lot of information, stored, or there is a growth of information and knowledge. Target, radio, television, internet, iPod, Facebook. The number of internet connections has gone up from 1,000 in 1984 to 1 million in 1992 to 1 billion to in 2008. So Facebook today has over 500 billion active users, over 1 million tagged messages are being generated every day. There are 31 billion searches on Google every month. For every month, for hacks bytes of new information will be generated this year alone. A hacks bytes, so this information contained in 60 libraries of Rumbase, the largest library in the world with 33 billion books. And how does one absorb all this information and knowledge does one need to? So we have also discussed some agree or disagree. People learn English best when they begin at an early age. Translating and explaining in the mother tongue is the only way effective teaching learning of English. So language error should be corrected at once to help learner learn English. So this is also a very important part in language. So if we are feeling nervous, if we are, cannot express it, so just correct it at once to help learners learn English. Principles for guiding construction of meaning. These are some, guidelines. Reading, writing, speaking, listening, and thinking develops simultaneously as learners grow into literacy. Individuals learn to read and write by reading, writing, and responding to their reading. So prior knowledge and background are major elements in one's ability to construct their meaning. So prior knowledge is also very important. So comprehension is the process of constructing meaning by relating ideas from text to one's prior knowledge and background. So we need to focus about some principles for guiding construction of meaning. So first of all, these are some guidelines learning to learn English. Don't be afraid, dive in and believe in yourself, develop motivations, cooperate with your colleagues, get the big pictures, and don't worry if you're confused, trust your hunches and make your mistake work for you, set your own goals. These are some points we need to focus about. The first of all, do not be afraid, and sometimes we are afraid to speak a foreign language because we think we are going to make terrible mistakes and people will laugh at us. Well, the best learners of foreign languages try not to be afraid. They make a game, they make game of learning. They are not like that, making mistakes, and they sometimes share their fears with friends. You can do that too, and you will then feel better about yourself. Dive in, try to speak out, try to say things in English. The best way to learn English is to speak it yourself. Don't worry about perfect pronunciation or grammar. Other people usually will not criticize it. Just dive in and just try to speak out and believe in yourself. So you have lots of strength. You This thing should be in your mind. You have lots of strength and you have already learned some English. You must believe that you can do it and compliment your fellow learners on the efforts. They will return the favor and just develop motivation. Why are you learning English? And make a list of your reasons study English. And those reasons can be your individual goals for this course. If you have your own reason for learning English, you will have better success. So first of all, develop motivation and believe in yourself. Then after, just cooperate with your friend, cooperate with your colleagues, cooperate with your colleagues, and share your feelings, share your thoughts, and just communicate with them. Just try to try to learn man things from them. So this is very important. If if we are communicating with them, if we are just trying to if we are trying to share our feeling with them. So this is very important. So we need to just practice on that. So you are learning language in order to communicate with other people. So practice with other people and you will be more successful. Create your own conversation group and just pick a friend and try out new ways to communicate in that group. And in class, remember your colleagues are your team members, not your to get the big picture. Sometimes learners look too closely at all the details of language, words and pronunciation, grammar, and their uses, and just try to focus on these points. So it is okay to pay attention to those details, but it is also important to understand general meaning, big picture. So maybe you don't know the right words or grammar, but you can say things anyway. See movies in English, read books and magazines for pleasure. Don't worry if you are confused. Just learning in English is a big mistake. Sometimes you will feel confused about all the things you have to learn in a foreign language. Try not to worry about everything all at once. Don't try to learn all the rules right now. Ask your mentor questions about English and try to learn a little every day. So trust your hunches, and sometimes people think they should analyze everything grammar, rules, word definitions in their new language. The best learners do some analyzing, but they follow their best their tuitions about the new language. If they have, an intuition that something sounds right, they will try it. So the next time you feel that something is right, say it. You will probably be right, and if you are not, someone will give you some feedback. Just trust. So make your mistake work for you. Set your own goals. So if you are making mistake, so just write down your all mistake and working on that. So if a mistake is not always bad, we all make mistakes learning anything new. So successful learners don't worry about the mistakes they learn from them. They take note of their own all errors and try to correct them. Next time, some things you can do: make a list of your mistakes and select grammar points to watch for. Tape record yourself and listen for errors. Set your own goals. We other people have usually so far set goals and assignments, homework, classwork for you, but you need to set your own goals too. You can do that by doing the following: to set aside a certain number of hours a week for extra study, learn a certain number of words a day week, read a certain number of extra pages and a day week. So these are some assignments, some questions. Are you agree or not? So just English can be only be learned by those who know the grammar or not. Simplest way to learn English, and in fact, English well, it's the fact that whoever speak English well, they can't write well. Whoever write well, they can't speak well. Okay, so these are some points we need to cover that. Hello everyone. We are going to start today about the writing paragraph and why paragraph important in our life. So today our topic is writing paragraph. So first of all, we need to understand about what is a paragraph, and so a paragraph is a group of sentences that tells about one subject or area. So, paragraph, we are just paraphrasing, with the help of paragraph. The help of paragraph writing, we are just paraphrasing some ideas. We are just paraphrasing some sentences that tells about one subject or area. Each sentence in a paragraph must give information about the topic. So, if we are talking about the paragraph, so in paragraph we are just giving some important information about the topic. So now we are just taking some learning objectives of paragraph writing. So the course has some essays by various Indian and foreign authors on various topics designed to acquaint the students with the means and techniques to put their views in a well-structured manner. The student will learn different ideas and concepts through their reading of essays. So besides basics of grammar like parts of speech, tenses, vocabulary, exercise are so designed to teach the students basic tool of English language and upgrade their ability to functional utilizations of the language through the practical application of grammar rules. So now we are just focusing toward the some objectives of paragraph writing. So we need to focus about the some techniques, the how to structure our paragraph, and the student will will also learn different ideas and concepts through their reading of essays. So besides we also focus about the parts of speech. Parts of speech is very important in grammar portion, grammar section, because we also need to focus about some nouns and their pronouns, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. These are, basic foundation and basic part of, any paragraph writing or any writing. Okay, so tenses is also play a very important part in paragraph writing. So, if we are talking about some sentences, so present time of an expression should be there, past time of an expression should be there, or future. So tenses is also play a very vital role in paragraph writing. Then after our vocabulary. So vocabulary play very important area. from any paragraph. So exercises are so designed to teach our student basic tools of English language, upgrade their ability to function utilizations of the language. Now, so reasons to write a paragraph. So first of all, things should be in our mind. Key reasons to write a paragraph. So first of all, describe something. So if we are writing a paragraph, if we are thinking to write a writing a paragraph, so first of all, describe something. Describe something and tell a story, explain something, and to persuade. So, the most important part, the most important thing is कि we must describe something. Whatever we want to discuss or whatever we want to write, so it should be described. So we must describe, something on that. Tell a story if we are writing a paragraph or concluding something on there. So tell a story and explain something and persuade. Then after there are some learning outcomes also here to write a paragraph. At the end of the course, the student will be able to write a paragraph with a topic. So before writing a paragraph, so some healthy sentences should be there, some sentences and examples should be there. So first of all, the most important thing is why we are writing a paragraph. So and what is the purpose of any paraphrasing? Yeah, what is the purpose of any paragraph writing? So if our purpose is not clear, point is not clear, कि why we are writing a paragraph and our topic is not clear, so it is very difficult to understand even or even to write it also. So first of all, we need to focus about the importance. We must focus about the paragraph. We must focus about the topic. So supportive sentences should be there and concluding sentences also there. Write his or her views and opinions in a few words possible. If we are talking or if we are saying something on paragraph, so are some views and opinions in a few words possible? If we views and opinions in a few words possible and produce coherent and unified paragraphs with adequate support details, write an effective introduction and conclusion. So this is the most important part of any paragraph कि are supportive sentences, supportive ideas, and concluding sentences, starting and our topic. So write an effective introduction. First of all, if our introduction, if our title is not clear, title is not effective, so it would be more difficult to understand even about the introduction, about the effective introduction of any paragraph. So effective introduction should be there, and we must conclude our paragraph. And now we are just moving on, parts of a paragraph. So these are some parts of a paragraph. So first of all, topic sentence. So it states the main idea of the paragraph. It tells the reader what the paragraph will be about. A good topic sentence does two things. It names a subject. It gives the focus on main point. So first of all, paragraph. If we are writing a paragraph, the topic sentences should be clear. State the main idea of the paragraph. First of all, it states the main idea. Okay, so we are just talking about the main point or main idea of the paragraph. It tells the reader what the paragraph will be about. So first of all, this thing is it will be clear. It will be clear in mind कि what the paragraph will be about, on which topic, on which paragraph. So a good topic sentence does two things. Always a good topic sentence does always two things. First of all, name a subject. Second, about the give the focus on main point. So subject, suppose we can take any subject. Suppose Egypt we are taking. So main focus on the region, Egyptian region, main focus on the gods. So this is, what we are just discussing and what we are sharing here about the, knowledge on a paragraph. If we are talking about the writing of paragraph, all things always should are mind, grammatically also some points are parts of the speeches, and we talk about the tenses. Okay, so these are very basic points. We need to just focus on that before writing a paragraph. Supporting details. Now, supporting details mean sentences that are connected to the main ideas. Uh, we have started a paragraph. Suppose we have started a paragraph on Egypt. So, some sentences, some supportive, ideas, some supportive, examples, supportive connectors connected. So, sentences that are connected to the main idea. Okay, they include information or details the reader needs in order to understand the topic. If we are not giving or not adding any information, details, if we are not adding any details over here, over there, so reader needs to focus or understand about the topic. Okay, so needs in order to understand the topic, sentences should be ordered in the best possible order. If we have ordered our sentences, if we have ordered our paragraphs well mannerly and clearly, effectively, so so this is called, we are just supporting and just adding some more information there. So main ways to do this is either by time, location, or importance. So this is supporting details, supporting ideas, supporting information, so reader can understand clear about it, on which topic, on which subject you are just focusing. And also we need to focus about the main part, and the main part or main subject, and with the example, with an example. Now closing statement. Now we are just concluding. So before concluding and before ending our paragraph, so some complementary clause should be there, closing statement should be there. It sum up the paragraph's message, it reminds the readers of the topic. Now, so this is, paragraph, details, and closing statement. The ancient Egyptians believed in many different gods and goddesses, and each one had their own role to play in maintaining peace and harmony across the land. Some gods and goddesses took part in creation, other gods and goddesses brought the floods every year. Some offered protection and some took care of people after they died. So Egyptians had local gods who represented towns and minor gods who represented plants or animals. The ancient Egyptians believed that it was important to recognize and worship these gods and goddesses so that life continued smoothly. So now what we have seen from this paragraph, now these are some details. Details are here. Details paragraph we have just discussed from these lines about the Egyptians, goddess and gods and their role. So what they are doing, they are just maintaining peace and harmony across the land. So now with closing statement, we are just talking about the beliefs that it was important to recognize and worship these gods and goddesses so that life continues smoothly. So we can take different paragraphs. Not only we are not only focusing only this paragraph. There are a lot of ways. There are different paragraph we are having. So the main point, the main idea is that we need to focus about the reading skills also. Ki either we are understanding, either we are getting or not properly. Okay, so the main focus, the main point is this: we are just reading a paragraph clearly, well mannerly, well structurally. So then we can just conclude, then we can say closing statement is there. So we need to focus about the reading skills also before having a paragraph. Now think of a good topic sentences for the set of the tape. So we can take many days. Penguin moms lay the eggs and afterwards leave to guard food for 2 months. Penguin dads incubate the eggs until it hatches. They take turns caring for their chick and feeding in the sea. Once the egg hatches, the young stay sheltered in the pouch of the mother while the father brings food. These are some, think of a good topic sentences for the set of details. We can take student examples of topic sentences. Mother and father penguins both take care of their young, and mother and father penguins play a very important role in raising their young. So penguin mom and dads are very good parents. Penguin parents are very protective of their young, and I will show you how. So these are some examples. We can take many examples. There are a lot of examples. We have many examples. So we can take any examples according to our according to our convenience. So different paragraph, different topics. So we can also create many examples, we can create many topics, and we can create many paragraphs according to our own understanding. So paragraph details topic sentence. So Arizona has been thinking about standing the school year from May to June, but I think that they should not extend the school year. What are some details you would expect to see in this paragraph? These are some new details topic sentence. So from this paragraph writing, we are just this is mental exercise. This is brain training. So brain training we are having, if we want to learn, or if we want to know more things, so we need to focus about the brain training. Okay, so we can take, or we can add more information, more ideas we can get, more details we can take. So more ideas also we can take from this. So the most important thing is we need to practice on that. Okay, so if we are practicing, and if we are practicing and we are talking and we are just writing a paragraph on different topics, so easily we can improve a lot. The examples, there are a lot of examples. Some details in this paragraph might be about why Arizona is extending the school year, when they plan to extend the school year, when, why, reasons why it is a bad idea. So, from this slide, we can take many idea from this. We can take many idea, and according to our own understanding, according to our own own knowledge, we can put and we can write many more things on that. So why, when they plan, reasons why it is a bad idea. So there are a lot of details, there are a lot of ideas we are having on paragraph. So we should focus on these things. Think of closing statement. Now we are just taking some closing statement from this paragraph writing. So, this is first of all, before closing or before ending and before giving complimentary close. So, we need to just focus about the, just think over it. First of all, if we are not thinking, so how can we get any idea? How can we, take any, take information, and how can we write it on that. So the most part is we need to just focus, and we need to just write down some important parts, some important points. If we are writing, or if we are concluding our paragraph, if we are closing our paragraph, so lot of things should be in our mind, lot of ideas also should be in our mind why we are writing. and middling part, and between adding information, supporting many ideas, supporting many sentences, supporting many views. So these are very very important point we must have. So Egypt is most famous for their pyramids. There are over 100 pyramids in Egypt, but that information is unknown to many people. So most of the people are not aware, most of the people they don't know about the Egypt pyramid. So first of all, information should be there. The most people, the most popular and well-known pyramid are the pyramids of Giza. They are located in the Cairo. Pyramids were tombs for pharaohs. To complete the pyramids, workers hauled and lifted millions of limestone blocks that weighted an average of 2.5 tons each. They did not have iron tools or vehicles. The workers carried each stone by hand, pulled them on sleeves, and lifted them up mud ramps to be placed on this slowly rising structure. Now, this is, there are some knowledge, there are some information we must know about Egypt. Examples of closing statements. These are some statements. So, examples of closing statements. Now we are glad that Egyptians worked so hard so that we can admire the beauty. The pyramid, the pyramid have been standing in Egypt for a long time and they still stand for people to see. You can see why the Egyptian would be proud of all his hard work. We hope that someday scientists will be able to figure out how Egyptians built these ancient structures. So, if we're closing this paragraph, so, there are a lot of things we have understand about the Egypt, about the people, about the beauty, pyramid. So, the most important thing is, uh, we are just taking some knowledge, we are taking some ideas, we are taking some information from this. So the most important thing is, we must understand about the, how they, construct, how the ancient structure. So now some transitions to help your paragraphs flow together. They think ideas so that they relate to one another in the same way. Similarly, likewise, while these are some, connectors, you can say linking devices are there. So help your paragraph flow together. They link ideas so that they relate to one another. So these are, transitions words are there. There are some, transitions word. They are, linking devices. So with the help of these linking devices, we can connect. We can, link many ideas. We can link many, many information. We can add or many information together so that they relate to one another in the same way. Similarly, likewise, otherwise, on the other hand, although, thou, yet, because, and, or, many more. So we can, take some ideas as a result. Therefore, finally, in conclusion, in summary, lastly, and in addition. So these are some character, these are some linking devices. So we must have knowledge on that. If we are having knowledge on that, so it would be easy for us how to change, how to add, and how to how to start our paragraph and middle part and concluding part. These transitions, these connectors are very very important in paragraph writing. So now we are just we have completed the paragraph writing. So now we can say in this paragraph, we have learned lot of things, how to write a paragraph. So writing paragraphs are very, very important. We can write. We can write on any topic, and we can think on any topic and start writing. So, what is a paragraph? We have understand, and some objectives also, learning objectives also. We have discussed some objectives of paragraph writing, reasons to write a paragraph. This is the most important point. We need to focus on that. Writing, reasons to write a paragraph. So reasons are very important. If they're not having any reason, so this is difficult to write. Write on any paragraph reasons. So reasons like describe something and tell a story and tell a story and explain something if we want to explain. So the most important thing to explain something. Then after the persuade your writing. So some learning outcome is also very important. We are just focusing about the learning outcome. At the end of the course, the student will be able to write a paragraph in the topic. So need to support and add some ideas, add some examples, concluding sentences. So parts of a paragraph is also very important. Topic sentences, subject should be clear, and we have to focus on the uh, main subject and main focus point, supporting details, supporting points. Then after the closing statement also should be there. Then after the details, if you're having details on and paragraph, so details we need to focus on the details. Then after we are just concluding the statement, closing statement. Then after the think of a good topic sentence for this set of it is. So the most important thing we must focus about the main details, main points, main structure, main supporting sentences. So this is a very important point we need to focus on during paragraph writing. Student examples of topics. So if we are talking about paragraph, so we are just taking we are taking many examples. We are taking some examples and even taking some supportive sentences during paragraph. So penguin, we have the topic. Mother and father penguin both take care, and important points. Very good parents. They are very good parents, and writing some their important points. So paragraph details, so topic sentences, and Arizona has been thinking about extending the school year from May to June. Why? So what are some details you would expect to see in this paragraph? So these all details should be, you must construct all these details. Examples are there. Think of a closing statement. We have already discussed about the closing statement. We have also taken some examples of closing statement, closing paragraph. Then after we have taken some transitions and linking words, linking devices and connectors. So if we are using some connectors, some transitions word, so it would be easy for us because we can take many more sentences. We can construct many sentences. So it is a very wonderful devices. You know we are just taking some connectors while although and conclusion in summary of that. Finally, therefore, so these linking devices should be clear and also must have knowledge about how to use it. So using transmissions is a very important thing. We must focus about these devices. I hope we have clear and we have discussed all points on paragraph writing. Details also we have discussed. So from this topic, the most part is parts of the paragraph. So three parts. So we need to focus about the three parts. Three parts are very important parts. So with the help of these parts, with the help of these examples, we can construct many paragraphs in our day-to-day life. So topic sentences. So state the main idea of the paragraph. First of all, state the main idea of the paragraph. First of all, we are talking and focusing about the main idea of the paragraph. It tells the reader what the paragraph will be about. So, topic means we are on this topic. So, reader will understand about the paragraph, about the topic. So, a good topic sentence does two things always: subject and their main focus. So, subject should be in a mind clearly, focusly, and freely, without any without any hurdle and without any problem. So subject should be clear in our mind. Then after the main focus, we are focusing on the main point. Then after the supporting detail, supporting here we are just talking about the supporting sentences and supporting example. So sentences that are connected to the main idea, they include information or details the reader needs in order to understand the topic. Sentences should be ordered in the best possible order. So main ways to do this is either by time, location, or importance. So supporting details always should be in mind before starting a paragraph. Then after the complementary closing statement, some of the paragraph message which remind the reader of the topic. So complementary close, complementary closing, and conclusion should be there because here we are talking about the closing. And if our closing part is solid, and if our closing part is having uh, some information, important information, the reader will also take interest from this.